What's up, folks? Honey's Morning Update, December 14th. This is Fed Day. Yesterday was CPI Day, and then Friday is OPEX for our wild week of fun. Over under ES 54. Fairly simple. 72 is your overnight high. That 74 area is interesting. 78, so I could see, and then you got 85 half up here. So we'll watch this area. A lot of cleanup needed all the way to 41.80 on the squeeze up yesterday. So we rallied huge up to 80 after the CPI and it came back down. I think one of the most confusing things about yesterday was that typically when you have a large reversal, the price action goes up. So we would hang at 80 for a while, and then we wouldn't really come back until that European close, like 12:30 or 11:30, 12:30 Eastern, and then we would start to traverse back down. It would make a full. So I think it caught everyone off guard where it went up, and then we pretty much immediately started to trickle back down and then hung out there. So it was interesting price action. It was tough to trade because it wasn't exactly what it normally does, and I guess nothing's really normal, but there's tendencies with SPX on big numbers like that. So again, over under 54 today. Your 200 days at 37. The 21-20 area is going to be interesting. That should hold 26 and 24. You have two highs here, so that might be something to look at. But I'm really looking at that 20-21 area. Back down 39.96. All these levels down here are the same, 39.65. We could see a 4,005 level as well. That 40.70 to 41.70 area is also used to be a big range. So that 40.70 is still important in my book. And you can tell here when that loads up, that there's a volume node at the 4070 right here, and that's been there for a while. So you have a major volume here, and in between this gap is that 4070 level. So we've been watching that. So yesterday spiked above, came back down, but we do have kind of a double top here at 80. So you have this one back here on September 12th. We can look at SPX as well. There's your double top. So, or that was 11:30. So you went up. Here's your cash gap. Went up, just tapped it, that 4,100, and then came back down. So if we can get above 4,100 today, then we should clear this and then possibly get into up into here. But I don't know. Everybody is hoping for a half day or a half hike. So we'll see. Euro past that 106 level that I had been watching right here. So, next level really is almost 108, 107.7. We'll see if this continues to go. The reversal on this is going to be amazing when it happens, but we'll see how far this gets back up. From 95 to, so you've moved 11 full points, 11 and a half full points. That's insane for a currency. I'm just throwing that out there. Currencies typically don't move like that. You've heard me say that before, and it's true. Small cash gap from yesterday, 3 points. One tiny one down here of like 1 point. You have your monster there, and this one could, so 4,100 where we stopped yesterday. And then 41.10, and that's when I say like these cash gaps. You could see a reverse down here and then stop right at that cash gap line because typically it's a previous day low or previous day high. So you have a double tap at the 4,100. Again, we'll see later what if the half if they stick with the half. That's fairly neutral, probably fairly neutral / bullish. But it will be the verbiage later. So the Fed minutes are the ones that are digested and typically where you see a massive move and then then they read the fine print and then you have a reversal. But we did reverse yesterday. right? So we had the CPI report, we rallied up, and then we reversed back. So we'll see if that happens again today. I don't know what to expect. Everything's crazy, so I just sat back, and I'll just kind of watch and see what's going on. So yeah, again, 54 over under, maybe a retest of that 80, which would put SPX back at 4,100, and then the lower, I'd watch that 40.37, that 200 day, and then this 2021. We break that, and then we'll hit, get into this type of stuff. But I don't know. Here's your hourly pivot. 40.83 is a bit high for my like. Decent number. 41.5. R1 is great. 39.87, 39.21. These pivots are decent. They're going to be real wide today because of yesterday's, monumental up and then down, and that's quite a wick on that hourly. So again, daily we did pop up above the channel, came back down and closed below the channel. So it was that a false breakout, and then we come back down, a cycle inversion, if you will. I don't know, but we're still in this wedge. We have not closed outside of that, so caution is still warranted until we really decide on kind of a direction. But I don't know how many people got off sides when that poked above that line and said, "Oh my God, now we're going up." We had all-time high tweets coming out after that hike or that rally. So people are really bullish. I'm not saying not to be bullish. I don't see it. So I'm still cautiously bearish, but willing to trade on the long side for sure. Anyway, we'll see what the Fed does today. 3/4 hike and this thing is dead. But I don't see any way that they don't just do a 50 hike. I don't think there'll be a shock today. Anyway, stay safe. Premiums will not die until after 2 p.m., so keep that in mind if you take an early trade. And we should probably just dwindle here until then. Stay safe. See profit, take profit, and don't. We don't only have 12 days left in the year of trading, so try to keep it. Keep your yearly gains, and then we can start fresh next year.